What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be covering a squat tip that I think will largely help impact your squat so that you are able to squat more during your session. So let's get on into it. What's up, guys? Coach Joe here at the Lion's Den, and like I said in the beginning of the video, we're going to be talking about some cues and techniques that are going to help you with the squat, specifically in the rack position or the unracking of the bar from the rack. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, give the video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the videos that are coming out. Really appreciate it. But I've been getting a lot of videos from either clients online or for just watching people in the Lion's Den, the gym itself. And one of the biggest things that I'm seeing is typically when they unrack the bar and they walk it out, that their elbows are really high back on the bar. So what we want to make sure that we're doing is keeping our elbows tucked down. And basically how to do that is you want to make sure that you're retracting your shoulders and then also bringing them down, so depressing them instead of elevating them. And this is going to help keep a much more stable bar on your back, and on the descent it's going to keep the bar from rolling forward. So typically if you're somebody who has the issue of rolling forward on the way up or the bar is rolling forward, make sure you check out your elbow positioning from behind or on an angle to see how your elbows are moving and what's happening to the bar as you're coming up, ascending in the squat. So typically a simple way to correct this is to check out your wrist positioning. Now, if you have a narrow grip or wider grip, that's totally personal preference on what you want to do there. But you want to make sure that your wrists are going to help keep your elbows in the proper position. So if I have the bar on my back and my wrists are cocked back, that's not going to be a good position for my elbows. Vice versa, if I have my knuckles pushed too far forward, you can already see that it's driving my elbows back. So simply just a way to correct this is just to have neutral position with the wrists, okay? So kind of keeping it straight there versus rolled forward and rolled backwards. So just check out where your guys' wrist positioning is in the videos from your squats and just kind of tweak that a little bit. That should hopefully help with the elbow angle when we're descending. So after you guys have addressed your wrists and your elbows, make sure that's in check. One other thing I want you to pay attention to that is very minor, but it could have a play into kind of how your bar path is going, whether it's pushing you too far forward or back, is checking where your gaze is when you're squatting. Typically, if you're looking really far down at the ground, it's gonna have a slight forward pull to your squat, which could actually roll the bar up a little bit and put you in a bad position. Same thing if you're cranking your neck back. So just like everything else, kind of like that Goldilocks principle, okay? We want to be just in the middle and just right. So just a neutral gaze looking out, a couple feet in front of you is typically going to be where I like to correct my athletes to look versus really high or really low. So I'll show you guys some footage of my training session that I just had and just kind of talk over it. But basically, when you guys are getting into that setup, it is so crucial that you take the time to get in the right position because that is going to dictate how the rest of your squats are going to go. And it's very hard to change it once you start your set. So you want to make sure you get it right from the beginning. And that has to do with just your mental prep with it, okay? Making sure that you are mentally going over all your cues in your head, picking up the basic things that you know you need to work on. Positive self-talk, so making sure that you're telling yourself, you're gonna do great, you're gonna kill it, visualize the squat over and over again, and then it just comes down to execution. But a lot of times, I see people miss reps or they have even more weight left in the tank, but it has to do with something with how they unrack the bar or their rack setup. So take a couple extra seconds just to go over these little tips in your head. Hopefully check out your elbows, make sure that your wrists are in the right position, and that should hopefully give you guys a little bit more to the barbell. So pretty pumped to announce actually on Monday, the 14th, we are launching a new squat program. So putting out a lot of squat content, but a lot of things that we're talking about are addressed in this program with videos that'll be embedded in there to help you guys with common errors, pictures, information all about the squat. And the program is gonna increase your squat, no doubt about it. It's a program that I've run and it took me from 545 back squat all the way up to around a 600-pound back squat. So I think you guys are really going to dig it and enjoy it. So be on the lookout for that program. There's more information down below that you can kind of get a pre-registration for it. But myself, Coach Matt, Coach Tanya put a lot of work into this program, and it has lots of amazing results. So we're going to be launching that on Monday, so be on the lookout for that. So that's pretty much all I have for today, my friends. But let me know down in the comments section, what are some errors that you have with your squat, whether it's programming, technique stuff. Interested to help you guys out and keep putting out content that kind of answers the majority of what your guys' questions are. So put them down below, and also high bar or low bar. Let's get that debate going down below. If you guys are predominantly high bar squatters or low bar squatters, I want to know. But other than that, stay a lean, mean, strength machine, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.